Kyle Richards reveals what's next after Portia moves out. Kyle Richards has big plans for her empty nester era. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills mom shared her thoughts on the future as her youngest daughter, Portia Umansky, prepares for college life. Kyle said she expects the change to be interesting, as it will give her more freedom to travel and live wherever she wants. Is Kyle leaving Beverly Hills after Portia goes to college? Once Portia leaves home, I don't see myself as someone who is going to live in one spot, she said on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills after show. I feel like I'm always going to be in Aspen, somewhere else. I don't know. I feel like at that point, I can do what I want with my life. I don't have to stay in one place. I don't know, maybe I'll live on a farm. I'll live on a farm. I'll live in Aspen. I'll live in I'll live in La Quinta, California. I'll just kind of bop around. Kyle reminded viewers she became a mom at age 19 and has spent most of her adult life doing everything for everyone else. But she predicts that'll change once Portia enters adulthood and becomes more independent. When Portia goes to college, it's going to be quite an adjustment, she said. I won't really think about, oh, I have to be home for this, or I can't go away because of this. Right now, my life is still built very much around Portia's schedule, so it's going to be interesting to all of a sudden have that freedom to do what I want. Kyle on her relationship with Mauricio, it's hard sometimes. Kyle shares Portia with her estranged husband, Mauricio Umansky. They are also parents to Alexia Umansky and Sofia Umansky, as well as Kyle's oldest daughter, Farrah Brittany, from a previous marriage. The Beverly Hills couple announced their separation in 2023, but have maintained a close and supportive relationship as they co-parent their daughters. I mean, we have so much happening because Alexia is getting married September 6 in Aspen. And Portia, we're taking her to tour schools in the spring, she said. So Mao and I have these conversations. Like, one day, I got annoyed about something in Aspen, and he's like, listen, we have a lot of important dates coming up. We want to have good energy together. And I'm like, okay, you're right. I mean, it's hard sometimes going through this. Kyle shares more details about Portia's college search. Kyle touched on Portia's college plans in a September 2024 Amazon live stream, saying she wanted to study sports management at the University of Miami. However, it seems the high schooler has since had a change of heart and is now open to other universities. Portia has changed her mind a couple times, but we will be touring different schools, Kyle said on the RHOBH after show. Allegedly, she wants her dad, her mom, and her 3 sisters to all come look at these schools so we can make this decision together. And I'm like, well, I don't know if that's how it's normally done. But hey, I guess we're not normal. Kyle Richards, embracing a new chapter. As the sun sets over Beverly Hills, casting a golden glow across the luxurious homes and manicured lawns, Kyle Richards sits on the patio of her family's grand estate. Her gaze drifts thoughtfully across the horizon, her mind spinning with the thoughts of a new chapter in her life. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star has spent decades building her career, nurturing her family, and balancing the complexities of life in the spotlight. But now, with her youngest daughter, Portia, preparing to leave for college, Kyle stands at the precipice of a new era, an era of freedom, adventure, and reinvention. For Kyle, the upcoming transition is both exhilarating and bittersweet. Having become a mother at the young age of 19, Kyle's life has always revolved around her children, Portia, Alexia, Sofia, and Farrah. The demands of motherhood, especially raising daughters with unique personalities and aspirations, have shaped her identity. She's been the ultimate multitasker, juggling her family's needs, her career, and the pressures of being in the public eye. Now, as Portia heads off to college, Kyle knows that her role as a mother will evolve in ways she's only beginning to imagine. In a candid interview on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills after show, Kyle revealed that her life is about to change drastically once Portia moves out. When Portia goes to college, it's going to be quite an adjustment, she admitted. I won't really think about, oh, I have to be home for this, or I can't go away because of this. Right now, my life is still built very much around Portia's schedule, so it's going to be interesting to all of a sudden have that freedom to do what I want. Kyle has spent years orchestrating her life around the needs of her children, and now she's ready to pivot into a new chapter, one that is shaped by her own desires and aspirations. I feel like at that point, I can do what I want with my life. I don't have to stay in one place, she mused. I don't know, maybe I'll live on a farm. I'll live on a farm, I'll live in Aspen, I'll live in Lay, I'll live in La Quinta, California. I'll just kind of bop around. For Kyle, the idea of bopping around isn't just about changing locations. It's about embracing the freedom to live life on her own terms. With Portia becoming more independent and the other girls following their own paths, Kyle feels a sense of liberation. She no longer has to conform to the routines and schedules that once governed her every move. The possibilities are endless. She's open to experiencing new places, new cultures, and new opportunities that align with her passions. But what does this freedom look like for a woman who spent so much of her life living for others? The answer is still unfolding, but Kyle's willingness to embrace this change is undeniable. Rebuilding life, a fresh start. Kyle's transformation from a young mom to a seasoned matriarch has been anything but conventional. She's not just the star of a reality show. She's a businesswoman, an actress, a philanthropist, and an icon of Beverly Hills. Her story is one of resilience, growth, and reinvention, and as she stands on the cusp of her empty nester era, she can't help but reflect on how far she's come. For decades, Kyle's identity has been closely tied to her family. She's been a mother, a wife, a sister, and a daughter, all while juggling a career in the entertainment industry. But now, as Portia prepares to fly the nest, Kyle finds herself asking new questions. Who am I, outside of my role as a mom? What does the future hold for me now that my children are starting to grow up and find their own paths? And perhaps most importantly, what do I want for myself? It's clear that Kyle is ready to embrace the changes ahead with open arms. She's no stranger to reinvention. From her early days as an actress in the 1970s and 1980s to her current status as one of the most recognizable figures in reality television, Kyle has always found ways to evolve. The challenges she's faced, both personally and professionally, have only strengthened her resolve to take on new adventures. Now, with her youngest daughter leaving for college, Kyle's journey is entering its next phase. The prospect of rediscovering herself is both exciting and overwhelming. I've spent so many years doing everything for everyone else, she shared in the after-show interview. But now, it's my time to focus on what I want to do. The prospect of a life that's no longer tied to school pickups, extracurriculars, and family obligations is a foreign but thrilling thought. Kyle is ready to step into the unknown, to create a life that is defined by her own desires, not by the needs of others. The transition, learning to let go. As a mother, Kyle's primary instinct has always been to protect and care for her children. So, as Portia prepares to embark on her own journey of independence, Kyle must grapple with the delicate balance of letting go. It's a universal experience for parents, especially those who have been deeply involved in their children's lives. The idea of empty nesting comes with a mix of emotions: sadness, excitement, pride, and even a little anxiety. Kyle herself has admitted that the transition will be challenging. It's hard sometimes going through this, she said of her changing relationship with Mauricio, her estranged husband. Despite their separation, Kyle and Mauricio remain committed to co-parenting their daughters and maintaining a healthy, supportive relationship. They have shared many significant milestones together: weddings, graduations, and the ongoing journey of raising their children. Now, as Portia prepares to leave home, they're navigating a new dynamic. There's so much happening, Kyle said in reference to the upcoming family events. Alexia's getting married in Aspen, and we're taking Portia to tour schools. Mal and I have these conversations, and sometimes it's a little awkward. But we both know that we have to be in a good place for the girls. For Kyle, the idea of letting go is not about severing ties with her daughter. It's about accepting that Portia's independence is a natural part of her growth. The bond they share will continue to evolve, but the dynamic will change. Kyle knows that the key is to embrace the change and find new ways to support Portia as she takes her next steps. Portia's college journey, a family affair? In the meantime, Kyle is focused on helping Portia navigate the college selection process. It's a pivotal moment in any family's life, and for Kyle, it's a time to reflect on the incredible journey she and her daughters have shared.